And so now, we bring you to the final event of today's program, the stories from India. To present these stories, please welcome Gharana Arts. Gharana Arts is a school founded on the traditional teachings of the art forms of Kathak, one of the 6 classical Indian dance forms, and Tabla, the traditional Indian double drum. Shri Ravi S. Singh, a renowned tabla player and student of the maestro Pandit Kumar Bose, is the president of Gharana Arts. Smt Kasturi Mishra Singh, a brilliant Kathak dancer and daughter and student of the late and legendary Pandit Bachanlal Mishra, as well as the brilliant and late Pandit Chitresh, is the artistic director of Gharana Arts. Today, the students of Gharana Arts will be presenting 5 stories from the Panchatantra as described by Rupaji. It is an incredible collection of stories that was curated with a cause, as will be explained in the presentation to follow. The brilliance of the Panchatantra is that even today, the moral and lessons of the stories are valid and applicable. The statescraft and knowledge that can be derived from the stories of the Panchatantra are easily absorbed by young and old, and have been carried over into the fables of many other countries. The stories today are set to music. Shri Vignesh Chandrasekharan will be accompanying on the harmonium, and Shri Ravi S. Singh on the tabla. Smt Kasturi Mishra Singh will be reciting the compositions, and I will narrate the story. The dancers today will be Shivangi Bharti, Vinitna Ditta Kavi, Sumali Mehta, Nikhila Parameshwaran, and Pritha Shah. So just give us a minute for the tuning of the instruments. Sakalat Shastram Saram Jaganati Samalokya Vishnu Shamedam Tantri Panchabhir Etat Chakara Sumanoharam Shastram. Once upon a time, there lived a king who had 3 sons. Unfortunately, they were complete fools. The king, at his wit's end, listened to the counsel of his minister and went to see a wise old sage named Vishnu Sharma. He begged the sage to help educate his 3 sons and make them fit to be the princes he expected them to be. Vishnu Sharma not only accepted, he vowed that he would convert the princes into intelligent young men within 6 months. The grateful king left his 3 foolish sons in the care of sage Vishnu Sharma and returned to the palace with a light heart. Then composed and had the princes memorize the 5 books he called the Panchatantra. The individual books were called Loss of Friends or Mitra Bheda, Gain of Friends or Mitra Labha, Crows and Owls or Kakolukyam, Loss of Gains or Labdha Pranasham, Ill-considered Action or Aparikshita Karakam. The entire composition, or the Panchatantra, was written in the language Sanskrit. Every story will be prefaced with a summary of the story in Sanskrit and concluded with an explanation of its meaning in English. One Vishnu Sharma shrewdly gleaning all worldly wisdom's inner meaning in these 5 books, the charm compresses of all such books the world possesses. Today we will present one story from each of the 5 books. Our first story is from Book 1, The Loss of Friends or Mitra Bheda, The Heron and the Crowd. Bhakshayitva bahun matsyan uttama with their friend, the crab, what they could do would you take me to the lake so I can be with them? The heron said, indeed, why not? He told the crab, climb on my back, and he began flying. The suspicious crab asked, Uncle, where is this lake? I don't see it. The heron, believing he was safe, said, my poor friend, there is no lake. I ate your friends and they were delicious. Now I'm going to eat you too. The furious crab decided that he had to punish the heron and avenge his friends. What fish he could, the bad, indifferent, and good. His greed was never satisfied, till, strangled by a crab, he died. The next story is from Book 2, The Game of Friends, or Mitra Labha, The Crow, the Mouse, the Turtle, and the Deer. The he approached and prodded the deer, who did not move. As he celebrated and thanked God that he would not have to hunt for a month, Mouse quickly chewed through the neck of that turtle, and then Crow and Mouse led Turtle to the water while they hid. As soon as Deer saw that his friends were safe, he waited and when the hunter turned around to catch him, he jumped up and ran into the forest. The furious hunter chased after him, but could not catch him. He came back saying, "At last, I have a turtle at least," but only to find that even the turtle was gone, and his neck was in shreds. The hunter realized that in his greed, he had lost both his meals. The mouse and turtle, deer and crow, had first-rate sense and learning, so, though money failed and means were few, they quickly put their purpose through. The next story is from Book 3, Crows and Owls, or Kahulokyo. Mouse made mouse. Suryalu bhataram utsaja parajanyam marutam girim swajatim Musika prapta swajate duratikrama. Once upon a time there lived a sage. One day, as he was meditating in the river, a small mouse fell into his hands. Taking pity on the mouse, he turned it into a small girl child. And then, enamored of the little girl, he decided to raise her as his daughter. As time passed, she grew into a beautiful young woman who was bright and full of energy. He decided that it was time to get his beautiful daughter married. As he was very fond of her, he wanted only the best husband for her. After thinking for some time, he decided he would ask the sun. The sun bowed to the sage, and the sage blessed him. The sage said, "I have with me my beautiful daughter. Would you marry her?" The sun smiled and said, "Yes, if she will have me." The sage asked his daughter, "Would you marry the sun?" She said, "Oh no, father, no. He is much too bright." The sage felt sad, but asked the sun, "Is there anyone greater than you?" The sun replied, "Yes, the cloud is greater than me, for when he covers me, my brightness is hidden." The sage blessed the sun and went in search of the cloud. Blessed him. The sage said, "I have with me my beautiful daughter. Would you marry her?" The cloud replied, "Yes, if she will have me. The sage asked his daughter, would you marry the cloud? She said, oh no, father, no. He is much too gloomy. The sage felt sad, but asked the cloud, is there anyone greater than you? The cloud replied, yes. The wind is greater than me, for when the wind blows, I cannot stay in my place. The sage blessed the cloud and went in search of the wind. Sage blessed him. The sage said, I have with me my beautiful daughter. Would you marry her? The wind puffed and said, yes, if she will have me. The sage asked his daughter, would you marry the wind? She said, oh no, father. He is much too unsettled. He's always moving. The sage felt sad, but asked the wind, is there anyone greater than you? And the wind replied, yes. The mountain is greater than me, for no matter how hard I may send the winds towards him, he does not move. The sage blessed the wind and went in search of the mountain. Loss of gains or labdha pranasham, the jackal and the elephant. Uttamam pranipaatena suram vedena yajayen nicham alpa pranarena samar shaktim parakramani. Once upon a time, there lived a jackal in the forest. The jackal was always hungry. On this day, he was particularly hungry. As he came into the clearing, he found a dead elephant. He was overjoyed. I won't have to hunt for a month, he thought. He sat down to enjoy his meal, but realized that he could not pierce the thick hide of the elephant, no matter how hard he tried. While he was thinking about what to do, he heard a sound. He turned around to see the lion, the king of the forest. Realizing that the lion was more powerful than him, he bowed to the lion and offered the elephant to him. The lion graciously said, "Thank you, but I only eat what I have killed myself. I gift this elephant to you, O jackal." So saying, he proudly wandered off into the jungle. Phew, I got out of that sticky situation, thought the jackal, but I still can't eat the elephant. What shall I do? As he was thinking, he heard another sound. He turned around to see the tiger. Worried, he thought, I'm gonna have to trick him. He approached the tiger looking nervous. "Oh, tiger, please run away. The lion just killed this elephant. He's gone to take a bath. If he sees you, you're dead." The terrified tiger thanked the jackal and took off quickly. "Thank goodness I got rid of him," thought the jackal. "But what shall I do? I still can't eat this elephant." At this time, he saw the leopard slinking by. "Aha! I have it," he thought. He called the leopard and said, "My friend, the lion has gone to bathe. Come, have as much as you like to eat. I will keep watch. If the lion's coming back, I'll let you know." The grateful and hungry leopard tore into the elephant with his sharp teeth and claws. As soon as he had torn the elephant open, the jackal turned and whispered, "Run, run! The lion is coming back! Don't let him see you!" The frightened leopard took off without looking back. "Aha! Now I can eat! I'm so hungry," said the jackal. And as he was about to eat, he heard a growl. He saw another jackal prowling around the elephant. "Well, this is my equal," he growled. "I will fight him." And with that, the two engaged in a duel. The jackal was finally able to come back and enjoy feasting on the elephant to his heart's content. Sway patrons with obeisance. In heroes, raise a doubt. Fling petty bribes to flunkies, but with equals, fight it out. The last story is from Book 5, Ill-Considered Action or Aparikshitakarakam, The Four Scholars. there were four friends who lived in a village. Three of the friends were very bright and intelligent, while the fourth was more foolish and enjoyed playing around. The three friends decided they wanted to go to the city to further their education, and taking pity on their foolish friend, they took him with them. After many years, they learned all that they possibly could, and they decided to return back to their village. On the way, they passed through a forest. They came upon a skeleton and saw the perfect opportunity to put the learning they had acquired to the test. The first friend said, "Look, dear friends, I shall demonstrate what I have learned by taking this skeleton and putting muscle and sinew on it." The other friends looked on in amazement as he chanted his magic incantations, and lo and behold, the skeleton was covered in muscle and sinew. All the friends expressed great admiration, but the second friend now came forward and said, wait, my friends. I shall take the work of our first friend, and I shall cover it with the skin, hair, and nails. The other friends watched in amazement as he chanted his magic spells, and lo and behold, the skeleton had now acquired skin, hair, and claws. Now they could see that this was the body of a dead lion. The fourth friend now began to look very uneasy. Not to be outdone, however, the third friend said, "My dear friends, you have not seen anything yet. I, with my magic, shall now breathe life back into this dead animal." At this point, the fourth friend begged his other friends, "No, please, you are so much smarter than me. I accept, but my dear friends, please do not be foolish. This is a lion. If you bring it back to life, it will eat us all." The third friend was furious. "I'm the one who took pity on you. When we left, I told our friends we should bring you along, and now you want to deny me my time in the limelight? What a mistake I made. If you want to leave, go." The fourth friend sadly said, "If you will not listen to me, please give me a minute." So saying, he climbed the closest tree as quickly as he could. The third friend recited his magic incantations, and lo and behold, the lion came to life. It awoke slowly and was very hungry. While the friends were congratulating each other, its eyes lit up when it saw food. It hungrily pounced on each of the friends, killing them on the spot. The fourth friend cried out in distress while his friends were being killed. The lion ate to its heart's content and then happily wandered off into the forest. The fourth friend wept as he climbed down and went to each of his friends in turn. "My dearest friends, you may have been more intelligent than I am, but in the end you behaved so foolishly. Now you have paid the price. What shall I tell our family and friends back home?" Scholarship is less than sense. Therefore, seek intelligence. Senseless scholars, in their pride, made a lion, then they died. Bachanlal. Whoever learns the work by heart, or through the storyteller's art becomes acquainted, his life by fact defeat, although the king of heaven be his foe, is never tainted. The Panchatantra. If Elder David Finkel is here, please come to the stage. If I can have Andre Juliet, if I can have Nagin Hatam, if I can have Mr. Dooley, and if I can have Dr. Angel, if you're here, please. If I can have you all come up to the stage. All of you deserve a huge round of applause, and everyone, please thank them for the fantastic job of the stories being told today. I hope you all enjoyed the stories. Did you enjoy them? organize this wonderful program. My sincere thanks to the City of Ottawa and Orleans and to the Shenkman Arts Center for this beautiful venue. I would also very much like to thank the entire team here, that is to say, Seth, Tom. Today we have had Daryl, we now have Dylan and Eric with us today. Big round of applause for